So this is what you call rent-free living, right? So you have a palette, you're like, I'm not buying it. I talked about it. I said I wasn't going to purchase it. And then you keep seeing it and you keep seeing it. And you keep hearing your friends talk about it. And then you just keep, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Should I not buy it? You keep thinking about it. This palette lived rent-free in my head, so I have put together a look for you. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. This is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So this is what you call rent-free living. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashley. Now, you know, eyeshadow is my jam. It's one of my most favorite things to talk about on my channel, and I talk about so many eyeshadow palettes. So towards the end of the year, towards end of 2023, I did a video called Brand Up, Brand Down, and I talked about this particular palette and the brand, and unfortunately, they fell in the brand down category for me, and I will try to remember to link the video either up here or down below. But I talked about the brands that I felt that were killing it all year and the brands that I felt like were not so much, okay? So unfortunately, Natasha Denona for me fell in the brand down category. And I said, I felt like she had some nice releases. I felt like some of the releases were not for me. And I wasn't too upset about the releases that were not for me and things that I felt like were not pigmented enough for my skin complexion, only because she does do a wide variety of things that I can wear, you know? But this particular palette right here, I didn't think it was ugly, but I didn't think I needed to spend the $65 on this particular midi palette, right? And I was like, it's black and gray, which is really surprising because if you know me and you've been to this channel anytime before, when I talk about gray eyeshadow, gray mattes in particular, I'm always calling them my friend that I don't really see a lot, but when we link up, it's like we never skip the beat. That's how I feel about gray mattes all the time. I'm always excited to see a gray matte in a palette because I feel like that's not a shade that makes a lot of appearances. But I was just like, I don't know. And then I said, I have my ColourPop palette. You know, I think I had the original one, which was Smoke Show, that had the name change. And you know, it was black and it's gray. And I always felt that palette was sufficient enough, right? And then I did see Carol with this palette, Beauty and the Frizz, if you don't follow her, and which you really should go follow her, go subscribe to her channel. But she loved this palette, and then she was putting like warm tone multi-chromes with it, and it was beautiful. But I still didn't pull the plug. I didn't pull the trigger. So then after Christmas, I just kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And I know I said I did not want to purchase it and I did not see it necessary. Here I am eating my words. Rent-free living, because the palette was living in my brain rent-free, okay? So this is not a review. This is just me showing off the palette. Hey, I got it. It's here in my collection, and me putting together a look for you. So this is the look. I'm going to show you how I created it. And I only did one look, but I do plan on coming back with another video featuring some other cool tone shadows, because I feel like cool tones, they have come in and they're like, look, warm tones, you have had the show. You have had the show for about 7-8 years and your run is up. Well, it's not all the way up, but you know, it's like, make some space. I'm here. And I'm here for it because different shades. And so I do have an idea that just kind of came to me. It's like, based off another video I just recently did on cool tone palettes that are great for warm skin complexions. So yes, but I'm going to go show you how I put together this look, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and play with this little baby right here. I got on makeup because I went to work and I did my face. So the only thing I added on was my MAC Contemplative State Primer, and that's the paint pot. And then I'll go over the face details at the end, but let's go ahead and create a look real quick because I did create a look, and with this palette, I used it once and I was really impressed. So that's a good thing considering it's been living in my mind rent-free, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and basically try to remember what I did. I basically remember, but I'm not quite sure. But let's go ahead and get started. All right, I am back and here is the final look. So for this particular look, I decided to go really bold red, okay? So I feel like really bold reds look really great with cool tone eyes. So I took my Fenty Stunner paint. This is the shade Uncensored. This was the very first one that she did. First of all, this red, I've never seen it look bad on anybody, like nobody. It doesn't matter what color you are. This red and the red by the lip bar, Boss Lady, never seen it look bad on anybody. It doesn't matter what color, what complexion, what undertone you have, is going to win on your skin. Now, so very impressed with the shadows. Obviously, very icy, okay? Like very gray, but I kept it kind of light. So it was gray, but I did a neutral lip. So you could definitely do a neutral lip if this is too much because A, you're probably playing with cold tones. And if you're around my complexion, you're like, okay, cool tones, warm skin tone. Now you want me to add on a bold lip? It's a lot, okay? I get it. So I definitely did a more nude lip because it was more daytime, 3 o'clock, and I was like transitioning into an evening event. But I love how everything looked. It just blended out with perfection. And I can see the variations of the shades. And I've never been one to like use a white eyeshadow. So, I mean, it might not be all the way white, but it's pretty white. And that's the shade Rhyme right here. You know, it gives a nice sparkle reflection. You can kind of build it up, share it out. As far as the mattes, I mean, this is Natasha Denona, okay? So you know the formula's not bad. I don't need to sit here and rant and rave about the cream, the matte, the cream, all of that. You already know it's going to blend well. It's going to perform well. It's just, is this a color story that you can handle? And I know I talked so much stuff and I was just like, I'm not going to get it because I got my ColourPop. I think I decluttered my ColourPop. I did, because I did use the ColourPop palette, I think around New Year's Eve, and I was just like, it's ColourPop. I hate to be that person because I love ColourPop. haven't, well, I haven't really purchased some of them in a long time, but they do have really fantastic products. Matter of fact, I got the cream gel liners, the multi-chrome ones, but the shadow performance wasn't that great anymore of that ColourPop palette. And I had the original OG one, the one that said blowing smoke, because you know they had to change it because some type of copyright idea. So I think it was called Smoke Show. No, I had Smoke Show. I think they changed it to Blowing Smoke. So I had the original when it first came out. So then I said, and the palette just kept living rent free in my head. So I had to pick it up. So I hope you guys like the look that I came up with. Gives you a little bit of inspiration. I know we're kind of moving into spring, but I feel like the cool tones are still like taking over the springtime, and I'm not mad at it, okay? And I do plan on doing some more looks with this palette. I think I have another video idea with some more cool tone shadows, so look out for it there. But leave me a comment down below. Do you have this palette? Are you scared of it? Are you like, I am just not with those cool tones yet? And let me know down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be soon. And subscribe to my channel. And you already know how we got to end the video around here. We got to hit it with the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, chair dance. Hey. All right, y'all. Bye.